Welcome to the Wonder Garden channel. This is the place where we share orchid growing tips to help your plants stay healthy, vibrant, and produce beautiful clusters of flowers throughout the year. Today, while walking through my garden, I happened to discover something very interesting. One of my Dendrobium orchid pots had produced a new plant growing from a dormant node on the mother cane, and I had not even noticed it before. This is a very common phenomenon in Dendrobium orchids when the plant is well cared for and has accumulated sufficient nutrients. Since I discovered it today, I decided to separate this young orchid plant from the mother cane. After that, I will show you in detail how to replant a Dendrobium orchid when a new offshoot appears like this. What makes this method special is that we only need to use very simple ingredients that are easy to find and inexpensive. If performed correctly, within a relatively short period of time, the plant will develop a healthy root system, produce additional new canes, and eventually become a vigorous Dendrobium orchid with many beautiful flowers. So, let us get started. First, in order to replant this Dendrobium orchid, you need to inspect the entire plant and remove all yellow or damaged leaves. These leaves can no longer photosynthesize efficiently and may become hiding places for fungal diseases or harmful insects. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. After removing all yellow leaves, I will thoroughly rinse the entire orchid with clean water. This helps remove dirt, impurities, and any remaining plant tissue from the canes and root system. At the same time, it helps ensure that the plant is clean before moving on to the next treatment steps. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. After rinsing, place the plant in a dry and well-ventilated location so that excess water can drain naturally before replanting. To help the orchid recover and grow more vigorously after being separated from the mother plant, today I will use coffee. First, I will place approximately 1 teaspoon of coffee into a clean glass cup. Coffee contains several natural minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and organic compounds that can help provide nutrients for the plant during the recovery stage. Next, add approximately 500 milliliters of hot water. The hot water helps the nutrients in the coffee dissolve more quickly into the water, creating a mild nutrient solution for the orchid. In addition, the nutrients contained in coffee may help support root activity, allowing the plant to adapt more effectively to its new growing environment and maintain stable development. Finally, cover the cup and allow it to steep until the coffee solution has cooled completely. After approximately 3 hours, once the coffee solution has cooled completely, I will strain out all of the coffee grounds and keep only the nutrient-rich liquid. At this point, the natural nutrients contained in the coffee have dissolved into the water, creating a solution that can be used to support the orchid during recovery and root development. Next, I will dilute the coffee solution with approximately 500 milliliters of clean water. Diluting the solution helps reduce its concentration, allowing the orchid to absorb nutrients more gently and safely during recovery and development. Now, I will soak the entire base and root system of the orchid in this coffee solution for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. During the soaking process, the nutrients contained in the solution will penetrate the root system, helping support the plant's recovery after separation, and creating favorable conditions for healthy new root growth. While the plant is soaking, I will use a soft cotton pad dipped in the solution to gently wipe all of the leaves. This helps remove dust from the leaf surfaces while also supporting healthier and glossier foliage during the recovery process. When the leaf surface is clean, the plant can absorb light more effectively, promoting faster recovery and healthier growth. In addition, regularly wiping the leaves helps reduce potential hiding places for certain pests and diseases, keeping the foliage lush, vibrant, glossy, and full of vitality. If you have questions or want to share about orchids, please post on the community tab of the channel. Let us exchange and learn orchid care experiences together every day. After 15 minutes, remove the orchid from the solution. Next, I will use a small amount of cinnamon powder and apply it directly to the cut surfaces. Cinnamon powder has long been used by many orchid growers as a natural ingredient that helps dry wounds and keep cut surfaces cleaner. This helps reduce the risk of prolonged moisture around freshly cut areas and creates favorable conditions for faster recovery. Allow the plant to rest for several more hours. To replant this orchid, I will first prepare a growing medium consisting of pine bark and moss. However, before use, all growing media should be treated and disinfected to reduce the risk of fungal diseases and harmful organisms affecting the root system. For disinfection, simply use approximately 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Dissolve it in 2 liters of clean water and stir thoroughly until fully dissolved. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. After that, soak all of the pine bark and moss in this solution for approximately 30 minutes to 1 hour. Soaking the growing medium helps remove dirt, reduce the risk of mold, and clean any impurities remaining in the planting materials. In addition, treated growing media will have more uniform moisture levels, helping orchid roots adapt more easily and develop more vigorously after replanting. After approximately 1 hour, I will remove the pine bark and allow it to drain before replanting the orchid. To plant the orchid, you need a pot with many drainage holes and excellent airflow for the roots. First, place several pieces of foam at the bottom of the pot to improve drainage and create air circulation space. Then, add a layer of pine bark on top as a foundation for the orchid. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. for orchids with a healthy root system like this one, I do not bury the plant deeply in the growing medium. Instead, I position the plant on the surface of the pot. This planting method keeps the base and root system well ventilated, reduces the risk of waterlogging, and allows the roots to grow more naturally. To secure the plant, I will insert a support stake and gently tie the cane to it. This helps prevent the plant from moving during watering and maintenance because even small movements can damage newly developing root tips. When the plant is firmly secured, new roots can develop more easily, quickly attach themselves to the growing medium, and help the orchid recover more vigorously over time. Then add an additional layer of pine bark over the surface after placing the orchid in the pot. This helps secure the root system, maintain good aeration, and minimize disturbance of the growing medium during watering. Finally, I will lightly cover the surface of the pot with a layer of previously disinfected moisture-retaining moss. This moss layer helps maintain stable moisture levels around the root zone and reduces the risk of the growing medium drying out too quickly, especially during hot weather. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. Place the plant in a cool location away from direct sunlight during the initial period. Most importantly, do not water the plant during the first 3 days. After 3 days, while eating a banana, I was about to throw away the peel when I realized that it could become a useful nutrient source for the orchid that had been replanted a few days earlier. Therefore, today I will use this banana peel to create a natural fertilizer that helps support the orchid's recovery and development. First, I will chop the banana peel into small pieces and place them into a clean glass cup. Next, add approximately 500 milliliters of warm water. Warm water helps the nutrients contained in the banana peel dissolve more quickly into the water. Then cover the container and allow the mixture to steep for approximately 3 hours. During this period, some of the natural minerals contained in the banana peel will be extracted into the water, creating a mild nutrient solution for the orchid. After approximately 3 hours, I will strain out all of the banana peel pieces and keep only the liquid. Finally, use this liquid to water the orchid that was replanted 3 days earlier. Providing a small amount of nutrients during this stage helps the plant adapt more effectively to its new environment, supports root development, and prepares the orchid for its next stage of growth. Results after 5 months. After 5 months of care, you can see that my Dendrobium orchid has developed extremely well and become much stronger and fuller compared to when it was first separated. The small orchid plant has grown into a healthy specimen, producing several new canes that are taller, stronger, and capable of storing abundant nutrients. Even more exciting, several mature canes have begun producing their first flower buds. This is a clear sign that the plant has completely adapted to its new environment and entered the flowering preparation stage. This proves that with proper care, a suitable environment, and a little patience, any orchid can recover and bloom beautifully. Take the time to care for the orchids in your garden, and they will reward you with the most vibrant and beautiful flower displays. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe to the Wonder Garden channel, and turn on notifications so that you do not miss future orchid care tips and growing techniques. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next video.